Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm so excited because I have a half drugstore, half high-end face tutorial. So for this specific drugstore versus high-end, I'm featuring all Rimmel products, and that's because Rimmel is sponsoring this video. I'm so super grateful to be sponsored by them. So thank you so much to Rimmel, and thank you so much to you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I would not have opportunities like this. So I'm really excited to be able to bring you guys some awesome drugstore alternatives to some really high-end products that can be a little bit on the pricier side. In total, I have 10 alternatives to share with you guys, so I'm really excited for that. I'm also going to be leaving all of the pricing in Canadian and in US dollars down below for you guys in the description box. These Rimmel products are so affordable, but they perform really nicely and I really love them. Some of the products in this video were sent to me in PR packages, were provided by Rimmel, and then some of the products I purchased with my own money. So I just wanted to make that disclaimer. So other than that, if you guys want to check out some awesome alternatives to some higher end products that Rimmel has to offer, then make sure to keep on watching. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Rimmel products on this side and the high-end products on this side. The first product I really wanna share with you guys is the Insta Flawless Perfecting Radiant Primer by Rimmel, of course. I have fallen in love with this primer. You guys recently saw me kind of like test it out, I think a few weeks ago. I love how this gives you a beautiful radiant finish, but it's not too oily and it's not too greasy. It also has a really nice like sticky tacky base, almost just a little bit, just so that your foundation can really adhere to it. I found that it's really similar to the MAC strobe creams. So they both offer that really great radiance underneath the skin. So for foundation, we're gonna be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. You guys, this is such an oldie but a goodie for me. I used to be obsessed with this foundation, but I kind of got out of touch with it once I couldn't find my shade. But they did actually update and add more shades, and finally I can find my shade. This is the shade Warm Beige. I love this foundation. It is so super duper matte, but it just glides on. It's so moussey. It looks very airbrushed, and a great alternative to it is the Kat Von D Locket Foundation. So this one is in the shade Medium 57. In terms of the shades, the Medium 57 is definitely more orangey, whereas the Rimmel Warm Beige is more of a brown toned golden, which I do prefer the shade better in the Rimmel Stay Matte. But the formulas are so similar. They both last very long. They both have that moussey whipped texture, and they both look really good on the skin, like super airbrushed and flawless. I will say the Rimmel one does blend a little bit easier just because it is a little bit smoother than the Kat Von D, whereas the Kat Von D one does have a little bit more tackiness to it. I am going to mix in a little bit of the shade Medium 54 just because the other shade is a bit too orange. So the next alternative I really want to share with you guys is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. You guys have seen me use and talk about this before. This is the Anti-Fatigue Effect and Radiant Glow Concealer. This concealer is so good if you really want a fresh looking under eye, just very fresh. I use this a lot more on no makeup days, as well as the Becca. This is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. The Rimmel one is in the shade 230 Very Fair / Light, and then the Becca is in the shade Fair. Now they both give you that really fresh looking under eye. They give you more on the light to medium coverage side. So next alternative, I'm so excited to share this with you guys because the second I reviewed and tested this out in my full face of first impressions like a few weeks ago, I have not stopped using these contour sticks. But not only that, as soon as I showed these to you guys, immediately you guys noticed how much of a resemblance they were to the KKW contour sticks. And I'm telling you, they are like the same. With the Rimmel one, it makes it super easy because you get one side that's a highlighter and one side that's a contour. The contour blends super smoothly, like just really glides nicely on the skin and gives it that skin-like finish, as well as the KKW Beauty. So starting off with contour, I have both of these in the shade medium. So what I like to do is just go ahead and take it straight on the brush and just dab. Just really contour and bronze up the skin and just give it that extra definition. It applies so super easy and so smoothly. So for the KKW Beauty, I'm still gonna blend it out with the same brush because this is my favorite brush. I can't switch it, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it on my makeup towel and really rub off the excess product. It's really gonna clean up. There's gonna be like nothing barely on it. There is a bit of difference in the KKW Beauty contour color, whereas the medium shade is a bit warmer. And the KKW Beauty does come with a dark side, so I'm actually gonna switch over to the dark shade in the Rimmel. So the KKW Beauty contour stick also comes with a darker shade, which this is more for like adding that extra definition, that contour. So I'm gonna switch over to the dark shade in the Rimmel. I have been using this so much for nose contouring, medium shade for nose contouring, but I've been using the dark shade a lot to really add that extra definition, and I love it. Also underneath the lip a little bit. So I'll just apply it straight underneath the lip, and now I'm gonna take the KKW Beauty. The Rimmel one is a tad bit more chocolatey, which I actually prefer. So I'm gonna take the Rimmel contour stick in dark, apply a little bit straight onto this brush, and really apply it to add that extra definition. So I cleaned off the brush, and now I'm gonna go in with the KKW Beauty in dark. Now I like to go back to the medium stick and the medium kit and use that for nose contouring. And I am gonna make sure to clean off the brush in between blending the two different shades. So both the Rimmel and the KKW Beauty come with a highlighting side. What I love about both of these is they are a subtle highlight. Now, I'm a girl who loves a bling and highlight. We all know that. But there are days when I don't want a blinding highlight. I just want something that can kind of look like I'm glowing from within. And these two do that. I don't find that they're super blinding. They're just more of like that natural, subtle glow from within look. So I actually like to take this on my sponge and just directly apply it. Take that sponge, squeeze it a little bit, and take it right on the tops of the cheeks. And just take it right on the tops of the cheeks. And as you can see, it does just give that beautiful, like, slight glow from within. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna take the KKW Beauty on a different side of the sponge, like just more on the bottom here, so I don't mix up the two. And apply a little bit of that. And a little bit on the nose. And a little bit on the cupid's bow. So I want to set that cream bronzer slash contour. I actually found an amazing alternative in the Rimmel collection to the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. You guys know this is like my fave bronzer because it has such nice warmth. And the Rimmel bronzer is such an amazing alternative to it. This is the Rimmel Sun Shimmer Maxi bronzer in the shade 003 Sun Queen, which I love that shade name. I'm obsessed with that. What I love about these two is not only is the shade on point, but the formula though. They both have that very like silky, natural finish on the skin. So I'm gonna start off with the Rimmel bronzer. Take that, tap some off, because it is pretty pigmented. Both of these are really pigmented. And this is just gonna add such great warmth. And bring it all the way up. So I'm gonna dust off that brush and really clean it off because I don't have another identical one of it. I wanna apply the products with the same-ish kind of tools. So I've dusted a lot of that off, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. What's great is these are both very pigmented, so you only need a little bit, and the Rimmel one comes with a lot of product. I don't know if I forgot to mention to you guys, but I also did set my under eye. I just skipped over that part because I don't have a under eye powder to share with you guys. But moving on, we are going to set this highlight, and I'm really excited, super excited to share this alternative with you guys because we're mentioning Fenty Beauty here. And as soon as I remembered this Rimmel shadow, which I found this Rimmel shadow like months and months back at the drugstore. I was just randomly shopping, browsing around, and I came across this shadow and I was like, that would make an amazing highlight. It's in the shade Gold Record. And the other day when I was searching my collection, immediately I was like, this really looks like the new Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby. I believe it's called, yeah, Hustler Baby. They are like literally identical. The only difference I would say in the two is that the Fenty Beauty is a little bit whiter, a little bit golder, whereas the Rimmel is a little bit peachier, a little bit darker, just the slightest bit. But other than that, even down to the formula feels the same. So going in with the Rimmel, I will say to you guys, I have a soft box on this side of my face, and soft boxes are really good at reflecting light, so it makes my highlight pop in on this side of my face. And on this side I have a window, so that's why you might notice like this side of my face is a little bit more shiny, whereas this one seems more matte. I am thinking of just getting a soft box and putting it also on that side of my face so my lighting is a bit more even, but this highlight is so beautiful, and I am gonna put a little bit on the nose as well. So I just dusted off that brush, it's pretty clean, and we're gonna go in with the Fenty. Beautiful, beautiful golden shades, and apply that on the tops of the brow as well. So I just went ahead and did my brows because I don't have a brow product to show you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the leftover concealer on the eyes as a primer. Now for the eyes, I'm so excited to share with you guys this alternative because it is like nearly spot on. So we have the Naked Smoky palette and the Rimmel Magnif'eyes eyeshadow shadow contouring palette, and this is in the shade Grunge Glamour. They both have that super smoky kind of grungy cool tone vibe. So I'm going to take the first shade right there in both of the palettes and just use that to set the eye. The Rimmel eyeshadow palette is awesome because it really gives you rich color payback, as well as the Urban Decay Naked. So I love that the formulas are also comparable and not just the shades. So moving on, I'm going to take this shade in the Naked palette and then take this shade in the Rimmel palette and use that as a nice little transition shade. So I'm going to take this beautiful golden paler shade from the Rimmel palette, and I am just going to apply that all over the eye. I'm going to take this shade in the Naked palette, just switching the brush over to the other side, and I'm gonna apply that all over. This shade is just a little bit darker than the Rimmel one. So going in with this matte brown, I'm gonna just take that and really shade the outer corner. And just ombre that in. I'm gonna take the brown in the Naked palette. For the under eye, I'm just taking the shade I used as a transition color. And remember, with my eyeshadow brushes, I have doubles and triples of a lot of them, so I am switching brushes and cleaning off in between. And then I'm gonna take that dark brown and really smoke out the under eye. And for the inner corner, I'm going to use the same highlights that we used on the face. Moving on to lashes, we're gonna work with just mascara today and no falsies. So I really wanna share with you guys these two mascaras. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the Benefit They're Real mascara. The only thing is I love drugstore mascaras. I do not really use high-end mascaras. You guys know this just because I feel like there's so many great options at the drugstore. I personally just really love drugstore mascaras. So we have the Benefit They're Real and then the Rimmel Wonderfully Real mascara with keratin. So this is a recent fave of mine, but what I love about this mascara is it gives you volume and length. A lot of mascaras are one or the other, and this offers both, and it doesn't flake all day, which is really important for me. The Benefit They're Real also gives you volume and length. So although the wands are a little bit different on them, the way that your lashes look when they're both applied are extremely similar. Like I said, they both offer that great volume and that great length, and the formula is really similar in the way where they last all day and they do not flake. Anyways, moving on to the lips, I am so excited to share this with you guys. I have an amazing alternative. So we have the Kylie Cosmetics Exposed Liquid Lipstick and the Rimmel Mocha liquid lipstick. Let me just say, this Rimmel liquid lipstick is like my new favorite drugstore liquid lipstick. The formula is incredible. It's so lightweight and it feels so comfortable on the lips. And it doesn't look dry. Like a lot of liquid lipsticks look dry, and of course to some degree they're going to look dry, but this just looks so good on the lips and it applies so nicely, amazing. It does offer more on the medium full coverage side, so you do have to layer it a little bit if you want that extreme full, but it's definitely not streaky or see-through at all. And I also love the Kylie Cosmetics. Now the Kylie Cosmetics is a little bit of a thicker formula. It's definitely not as lightweight. They both last all day, last really long, and they give you that super matte finish. And these are incredible nudes, you guys. I love Exposed and I love Mocha. They just give me that nice nude, not too neutral, not too cool, not too warm. So last we have a setting spray. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, super popular product. And we have the hashtag Insta Go and Fix, or Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. What I love about the Rimmel one is that it's like a double duty. You can use it as a primer spray or a setting spray. I personally love it as both. It does have a very strong scent, so that can be like off-putting at first, but I love the formula. It really mists on nicely, which is really important to me. A lot of sprays don't have that nice mist, and this one does. It also dries quickly, so you won't have to wait forever for it to really settle in. It's gonna really help uplift your makeup, make you look more natural, but also lock in your makeup and make it last all day and all night. So both of these are gonna give you really long-lasting results. So that is it for this tutorial, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed seeing some awesome products that Rimmel has to offer in alternative to some super high-end items. Please don't forget to give me a like, thumbs up if you guys want to see more of these videos. Maybe you want to see a one brand drugstore versus one brand high end. Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know which side you prefer better in the comment section. I always think that that's super fun. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe, you guys, and please don't forget to sign up for notifications. It's just a little bell icon beside the subscribe button, and make sure you click all so that you can get notified for all of my videos. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.